Hey everybody, how are you? Louis Vieira here with Tampa City Council. I am here with my good friend who I'm so proud of, Mr. Josh Felder, who's here. Josh is a Tampa native who co-starred in the movie Champions with many different actors, including the great Woody Harrelson. I'm so proud of Josh. We're all so proud of Josh. This is a really, really big deal, Josh. So tell us about your journey, Josh, to making this movie. Where did you grow up, buddy?
So I grew up in Tampa, Florida. So I'm a true Floridian. And what life was like before the movie, it was kind of I'm high function. I have autism, but it's high functioning. But as a kid, I guess it was a little bit of a struggle because I used to have like a speech slur. I didn't really know how to pronounce the words like I can now. And I kind of used to be a little bit overweight, like maybe from 3rd through 6th grade. And it's just being picked on a lot. But,
Sure.
Kids are just being kids, realizing that now.
Sure. And now you're here today on City of Tampa television being interviewed about having a role with Woody Harrelson, the star of so many. I mean, the guy's a legend. So
Yeah,
look at you now. So Josh, tell us about your family. Growing up as an individual with high functioning autism, having some of those challenges that you had. Thank God you had the support of your family. Tell us about your family.
Well, they did what they needed to do for me. Like I mentioned from the beginning, I had a speech slur. So when I got into elementary school, I took special ed classes, and my mom got me to do speech therapy from kindergarten or preschool through high school. So that's what kind of helped me, as well as helping me pronounce certain words and how to read and write.
That's great. And your mom and dad must be so proud of you.
Yeah, they've never been more proud of me, especially being their younger child. They're more proud.
That's awesome. God bless you. So Josh, tell us about how you came into the world of entertainment. How did you make that journey from being a kid born and raised in Tampa, Florida, to co-starring with Woody Harrelson, who again is a legend? Tell us about that.
So this happened 2 years ago. So I've actually been involved with this nonprofit called Best Buddies. It's a nonprofit to help those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Been involved with them since middle school. Now I'm 25 years old. But anyways, how I heard about this movie opportunity was actually through Best Buddies 2 years ago. I got the opportunity to try out for it, me and a few other Best Buddies participants. It was back in September of 2021. I got a Zoom call. The staff, like David Quillen and a few other staff members, were telling us about an upcoming movie starring Woody Harrelson, and it was going to be about a basketball movie with Special Olympics, and we were open for auditioning. So I did my 2 auditioning tapes through Zoom, and then I did my final one in person when I went to Boston. After that, I did pretty well. I feel like I made the movie without them telling me I even made it, because I saw signs. The first sign, how I found out I made the movie without them telling me, is when they told me that if I had a passport or not. And I told them I didn't have one, so they said that I had to get my passport picture taken in Tampa and have to fly out to Miami to get my passport. So that was the first sign. And then finally, 2 weeks after, I came home from work one day. My mom told me she was extremely happy when I walked in. I was like, I wonder what's going on. It's like, you got the movie. That's how I found out.
So how did you respond when your mom told you got the movie? You must have been ecstatic.
I was speechless, but
Yeah.
I had a huge smile on my face.
I bet you did, and it's still on there, isn't it? That's awesome.
It is.
So you got this through Best Buddies, and that's how we met, through Best Buddies.
That's right.
And Best Buddies is such a great organization, a godsend to families raising kids with special needs and people with special needs, founded by the Kennedy and Shriver family. Just such a wonderful, wonderful family. So tell us about some of the work you've done with Best Buddies.
So the stuff I've done with Best Buddies, I remember my senior year in high school, I was very interested to wanting to be an ambassador. So I went through ambassador training. I remember my senior year, I went to Legislative Day in Tallahassee to meet with the governor. And I was representing Best Buddies Tampa because there was other Best Buddies cities representing their cities legislative day as well. I feel like my biggest accomplishment with Best Buddies was becoming a global ambassador, to begin with, traveling to other states, representing not only my city, but, just representing a good cause that helps people, with their special abilities. Because that's how I describe it instead of disabilities.
Now you're in a movie again, Woody Harrelson, who is a really big deal. Do you happen to have a favorite movie or actor?
Besides Woody?
Besides Woody Harrelson, yeah.
Okay, that's a good question. So I'm kind of a little bit old school. If you guys have seen Rush Hour, my favorite character and comedian will have to be Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, there you go. Yeah. A lot of good movies with Chris Tucker. Hasn't made a lot of movies in a while, but Friday,
but it's
obviously.
Classics, Friday, Rush Hour 1 and 3. And he's been in other movies, but those are the 4 main movies I remember him being in.
That's cool. You never met Chris Tucker?
No.
Maybe you will one day. Who knows, right?
Maybe.
You never do know. Let's get to the movie, Champions. So tell us what Champions is about, the movie that you co-star in with Woody Harrelson.
Okay, so Champions is actually about Special Olympics basketball. It starts off as Woody Harrelson, who portrays the character Marcus. He was coaching an NBA game. He's actually like the assistant coach, but he due with some bad plays and all that, he pushed the head coach and was escorted out. I remember one night he was drunk driving and hit another car and got arrested for DUI. So he had to go to court and had to do community service. One of the community service was coaching Special Olympics basketball team, and I remember I played a character named Darius. I'm the guy who is a pretty good basketball player, but doesn't have a good relationship with Coach Marcus, because he has a little bit of PTSD because from the past when he was younger, he got in a car crash from a drunk driver. So what Darius needs to try to learn is to learn to forgive. So at the end he forgives the coach and he tries to join the league.
That's awesome. That's really great. And I love Special Olympics. My oldest brother is mentally disabled, and he was in the Special Olympics for a while. And so God bless the Special Olympics. So let me ask you, what was your favorite part of making this movie? What was your favorite part? Because I assume it was a lot of hard work.
Yeah, 12 hours of practice and all that. But my favorite part, this is my personal favorite, being from Florida, seeing snow for the first time, because we filmed in Winnipeg, Canada. And of course, meeting Woody Harrelson in person, face to face, and having such a great bond, not just with him, but with the other co-stars of the movie, meeting new people. That's what I like, to meet new people.
That's awesome, and many new people you're meeting. So, Josh, let me ask you, what message of hope or message do you hope that folks get from this movie?
It's like I tell everyone else, I want people to feel inspired and have them understand that people like us with intellectual or developmental disabilities can break barriers, and we can do everything that we set our minds to without letting our disabilities define us or limit us from, just pursuing what we love in life.
Amen. Yeah, so I would encourage everyone to read up on this movie, Champions, and go watch it. It's a great movie. We have a guy who was born and raised in Tampa, Florida, Josh Felder, who is such a good guy, who I'm so very proud of, who stars in this movie, along with Woody Harrelson and so many other folks. So please go watch this movie and get that message that our friend Josh talked about. So Josh, thank you so much for being here today. We are so very, very proud of you. We're going to invite you to Tampa City Council so that you can further spread the word on this movie. We're proud of you, and I'm proud of you.
Thanks so much.